One of the most frustrating things for me when I first started investing was the process of investing. Who do you open an account with? How do you open that account? And what do you do once you have the account opened? There are many different options of where you can open an account these days. I still think Fidelity is at the top of the list. And so I'm going to show you how you can open an account with Fidelity and start investing inside of there. So if you're doing this from your phone, when you go to Fidelity, you're going to be at this home screen. And if you have an account, you just log in. If not, you'd click on open an account. When you're opening an account, there are a lot of different account types that you can open with Fidelity, but what they're going to show you is 3 of the main ones that most people are probably going to be focused on opening. The first one is general investing. General investing is going to be your taxable brokerage account. So this is going to be that account where you can access the money at any time. There's no rules around when you can pull that money out. You can always pull it out if you wanted to. And then you've got retirement accounts. Those are going to be the accounts that are specifically designated for retirement. So at this current time, most of those accounts, you can access that money at the age of 59 and a half. And then there's crypto that Fidelity has as an option as well. So with the retirement, if you are opening a retirement account, there's 3 different types you're probably going to be focused on, which is the traditional IRA, the Roth IRA, or the Rollover IRA. So if you have earned income, you can invest in a traditional IRA or into a Roth IRA. If you have an old 401k or an old 403b or some other account that is from a previous employer, then you may be able to roll that over into a rollover IRA. So you would choose the type of account that you need to open based on your situation. And then Fidelity actually makes it pretty easy. They're going to walk you through the steps of exactly what you need to do in order to open that specific account. So I'm not going to walk through that, but you can follow along with the instructions that they give you in order to get that account opened. Once you get into Fidelity, you're going to see the balance of all of your accounts inside of Fidelity. If you just open this account, of course, it's going to be 0. But if you've had this account for a while, you may see a graph showing how your account has performed over time. And you can toggle that between 1 month, year to date, 1 year, or 3 years on this home screen. If you continue to scroll down, then you're going to see all the different types of accounts that you have. If you have any different accounts in there, what kind of account it is, and what is the balance on each one of those accounts. Let's move on to actually making the investment. In order to make an investment, you're going to hit the Transact button, which is down at the bottom. And once you get there, there are actually 3 different ways that you can do this: trade, transfer, and automate. So trade, you can go ahead and purchase if you have money already in your account and you just want to spend the money that you have in the account. Transfer, if you want to take money from a different account, like your checking account or your savings account, and move it into Fidelity so that you can invest, then you could click on transfer. Or automate, if you want to set up automatic recurring investments into Fidelity, then you can click on that automate. I'm going to click on trade for now. And then once you get to this trade section, you still have that option if you wanted to automate things. There's a shortcut at the top that says recurring, which you can select in order to set up recurring transfers. Or you can just select the symbol or the name of the ticker that you are trying to invest in, and then move on with actually making the purchase. Let's just say the fund that I want to search for is FDKLX. That is a target date fund, an index fund through Fidelity. That's going to make it easy when it comes to investing. I'm not going to have to rebalance anything. So I will select that one. And then down below, you'll be able to select which account you want to invest that money into or invest that money from. Then I can go ahead and purchase it. Depending on what you choose to buy, you may see an option to buy in dollars or to buy in shares. With this one here, I can only buy in dollars. So I can put the dollar amount, whatever amount that I want that to be, hit done, and then I can preview the order and then go ahead and select purchase. And then once I preview the order, it's going to show me what am I buying. I'm buying $200 of FDKLX. It tells me exactly what FDKLX is. It's the Fidelity Freedom Index 2060 fund, which is that target date fund for retiring around 2060. It tells me what account I am investing this money from, and then the action I'm taking is to buy it. So once I verify this is what I'm trying to buy, then I'll just hit place order, and then you're done. So that is how you are going to place an order inside of Fidelity. Let me go back and show you what it looks like if you had different options when it came to buying a share versus buying a dollar amount of an ETF. Okay, so I've got an ETF pulled up, the VTI ETF, the Total Stock Market Index for Vanguard. And this one here, because it is an ETF, I have the option to either buy in dollar amount or to buy in shares amount. I tend to like to do dollar amount because it tends to be easier, but you could see this toggle here where you can buy a number of shares versus a number of dollars. Typically, it's easiest to do dollars because you know how many dollars you have available to actually spend. But just know that the shares option is also another option for you. So then I would just put in my target amount, 200. You will see order type, depending again on what you are purchasing. Market, meaning you're just going to pay the market price. Limit, meaning you want to buy at a limited price. So you don't want to buy if it is above X amount. So that's what you're going to do if you wanted to place a limit order. I'm just going to do market, and then I would preview it and then go ahead and submit that order. Now, last thing I wanted to show you was that recurring option. So going back to that same screen, we clicked on trade, we see the recurring shortcut. So I can click on recurring up there. I can choose what kind of things am I trying to buy, a stock or an ETF, mutual funds, or Fidelity basket portfolios. Select the account that I want to make the purchase under. Select how frequently I want this to happen. Do I want to make a purchase weekly, every 2 weeks, or monthly? And then select the date. Here you can add in the different symbols, the VTI, the VOO, the FXAIX, whatever it is that you are wanting to purchase. And you can add up to 10 and put the dollar amount for that. And then you'll preview it and you'll set up a recurring transfer. Typically with those recurring transfers, you'll need to link your bank account so that the money actually gets transferred in on the date that you want to make that happen. All right, so that's a really quick overview of how to invest inside of Fidelity. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.